Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the 2010 film, The Chronicles of Narnia The Voyage of the Dawn Trader. Of course, this film is the third and final film of the Chronicles of Narnia trilogy, at least the film version. And I found out by looking up on Wikipedia that this book, and the book that this film was based on, this actually was the fifth book in the Narnia series. Now, I don't know how many books there are, but they only made like 3 movies, and they made this one as the last one of the series. Of course, this one is the shortest film of the 3 Narnia books, because the other 2 were at least 2.5 hours long. This one was only about maybe an hour and 55 minutes. So it's very quick, very short film. You know, it made a few dollars, but it wasn't as successful as of course the original film, which got high praise. And the second one also got got praise by the movie critics, but it didn't make as much money. And this one, of course, made the fewest, the lowest amount of money of all the 3 films, and I can see why. I mean, the story is not that. I mean, it was a good story, but it's not that. It plays more like Pirates of the Caribbean meets the Chronicles of Narnia. I mean, that's what this was. Of course, this movie does not have all 4 of the main characters in this film, because the 2 oldest of the 4 kids, Peter and Susan, aren't there. I mean, they were there in the movie as a cameo. Susan was there for take 2 scenes, and Peter was there for like 1 scene in the film, but mostly cameos. They're one of the main characters. But the 2 younger kids, Edmund and Lucy, they were the ones that were the main characters. Plus, with Prince Caspian, who was introduced in the previous film, along with their with Edmund and Lucy's annoying cousin Uhtred, who was a boy with a crazy name there. Those 3 characters plus Prince Caspian, those were the main characters in this film. This movie is, basically, like I said, going into the plot, Edmund and Lucy are no longer living with the professor anymore, which I don't think they lived with the professor since in the first film. Now in the books, I don't know if the books are taken out of order for the films or not, but you never saw that professor again anymore. After the professor was in the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe film, but they were living with the professor. But since then, they haven't lived with the professor since then in the other 2 films. So this time, instead of staying with the professor, now all of a sudden they're staying with the cousin in Wales, when you're in England, and the cousin didn't like the 2 cousins, or his cousins, because all they're doing is talking about, with him, all the adventures they had in Narnia. Which they think that was like made up. The cousin thinks that Lucy and Emma were making up these stories just to entertain them, and so they won't be so bored. Whatever. So there's one point where the 3 of them, Edmund, Lucy, and his cousin, were in the bedroom, and they were looking at this particular painting. And Lucy notices that the wave is a picture of a ship out on the ocean, and the waves were moving, and all of a sudden the water comes gushing out of this painting. And I'm not kidding, and sucks all 3 of the characters, Emma, Lucy, and the cousin, into Narnia. And that ship was run by Prince Caspian. And Prince Caspian goes into the water, saves them, and Edmund says, "Hey, Lucy, it's Caspian." So, oh wow, great, cool. So, they go, "Hey, how you doing?" And they got back on the ship, which was called the Dawn Trader, and that's Treador, T-O-R. And I'm gonna get the spelling right when I upload this video. And they told him, why are they here? I said, well, it looks like we got after defeating my uncle, which was three years earlier, not only in the course of the movie, because the previous film came out in 2007, so now this is 2010, and now this time it's happening 1300 years later. There was a time frame between The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Prince Caspian in Narnia time. Now it's only like 3 years. So Caspian is still alive, and all that type of thing. You know, and those all the people they helped before are still alive, you know, in this film. So Caspian tells them what's going on. That now, after you guys left last time, we conquered everything. We created peace in all Narnia. So he said, okay, if there's no trouble, you didn't, and they go like, you didn't call us, did you? I said, no, we didn't call you because we didn't need your help anymore. And he says, how come we're here? If you didn't call us, and if you don't need our help, what the hell are we doing here for? You know, pretty much what the response was. And he said, well, I'll tell you why I'm here out on the ocean on this ship. And told him that there are the seven lords in Narnia that were missing, and I'm going to look for them. Maybe that's why you're here. And he says, okay, and he said we have to get the swords to put on Aslan's table. And we're going to travel to Aslan's actual home country, where Aslan was from. And all we have to do is put these swords on this table, and remember evil that's here, that is evil that's coming to Narnia. And if we do this, we will stop this evil. And the evil was this crazy mist that brings out the darkest fears and the darkest memories of people. So, of course, throughout the course of the film, every single one gets affected eventually by this mist. But the Endman is affected by seeing the White Witch, who does make a comeback, and the same actress who played the White Witch in the original film, and makes a cameo in the second film, comes back in this one, does another cameo in this film, and she comes back. And of course Lucy because she always was worried that now she's getting older, she's worried that she won't be as beautiful as Susan is. And she casts a spell. There's one particular subplot where they go to one of the islands, and Lucy gets captured by this invisible group of people. Who only has 1 foot, by the way. All the people think has 1 foot. That if she casts a spell, they'd be visible. So she casts a spell, and she finds another spell to make herself look more like Susan. And when she does that, Lucy is on, and she goes to this other dream sequence there, where it's only Lucy as Susan. So Susan's in this cameo, plus Peter, and you had Edmund, and they go, oh, who's Lucy? And they said, well, why do we have to get back to Narnia? And they said, Narnia, what's Narnia? And they go, what's Narnia? And they do that bit. So then Aslan breaks her out of that spell, who makes a cameo in this particular scene, and the only other time you see Aslan is at the very end of the film. I should mention that. And Aslan was voiced by Liam Neeson, who does a great job being the voice of Aslan. So Aslan says to him, look, if it wasn't for you, there'd be no Narnia, or you wouldn't even be here if you didn't believe in us. Or if you didn't believe in Narnia, you wouldn't be here. So she was like, yeah. And at first she didn't quite buy it, and then of course Aslan, she eventually brought us, like, you're the one who brought your brothers and sister here, and you're the one who helped us. So you're the only one who can come in between the two. Originally came in between the two and wasn't believing this stuff. So she was brought out of that, and then she went to help, and eventually got all the swords back and break all the spells, and eventually did what they had to do in this film. Like I said, it's a pretty quick film, pretty quick story, because it's just under 2 hours. Like I said, it was 1 hour 55 minutes long, but at least a half hour shorter than the other two films were. And the reason why, before I get into the last scene, and explain the last scene, the reason why this film was so short was because of the fact that Disney, which produced the first two films, pulled their funding for this movie. The 20th Century Fox came in and said, okay, we we put the rest of the money in that you need to complete this movie, and which they did. And now, by luck, with dumb luck, really, because Disney bought the rights to Fox, the Fox business logo, and the entertainment rights to the entertainment programs and stuff. Now they got the rights to the film, so we're just like wow, they didn't want to put up the funding in the first place for this movie. Now they got the rights back, and the reason why they didn't put up the funding for this movie is because how disappointing box office take they had for the Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian film, which was the second film in the series. So they were disappointed in how that movie how the box office returns for that movie came out. So that's why they put the funds for this one. But anyway, to go to back to the movie, they finally do reach Aslan, not quite Aslan's home, and Aslan meets them, and meets Prince Caspian, meets the cousin, Lucy and Edmund's cousin. They had Lucy, Edmund, their cousin, Prince Caspian, and an annoying mouse from the second film was in this movie again. Was voiced by Simon Pegg. Excuse me. By Simon Pegg, from the Star Trek reboot films. And they talked and said, "Look, I want to go see where you land." And, "Oh, is this Prince Caspian?" Said, "Oh, is this your land?" I said, "No, it's not my land. The land's just past this big wave. You go through there, but once you go through there, you cannot return." So Caspian says, even though he wants to go, because his father is just on the other side. He said, "Wait a minute, if I go, I'm going to be just leaving everybody behind, and they want to be a great king. And I'm disappointed I'm not a great king." And Aslan says, "You are a great king. I know, because I've been watching over you. You've been doing a damn good job. You've become a good king." And so you're just different than Lucy and Edmund are. You're just different than they are. And of course, I should mention there was one particular scene where Edmund got corrupted by this mess, and was actually challenging Caspian for power, because I was here before. When Edmund says, "Look, I was here before you. I have power. I'm a higher king than you are." So they actually got into a fight because I never had I was never the number one king. First they had Peter. Peter's not here. Now I have to deal with you. And now you have more power over me. You do not have power over me. I'm supposed to have power over you. And so they got into that fight. But now, they're no longer corrupted by the stupid mess. Now they say, "Oh no, they're friends, they're family." Kissy stuff in the end of the film. That they're no whatever crap that went on before is no longer over. And of course, Lucy and Edmund realize this is going to be the last time they're going to visit Narnia, because they've gotten too old. It's kind of like Neverland, Peter Pan. Like too old to be here anymore. Because now you're growing up, you don't need help here. We don't need your help anymore. Even I said, "Yeah, but I want to stay." And Edmund originally wanted to stay there because at least he knows he's a king there. He's a big shot. He can fight. And battles and stuff, even though he's not old enough in the real world to go and fight World War II. He can fight. He's old enough to fight Narnia, and that's what he wanted. So Lewis says, "Yeah, but I'd rather be with my family instead." I realize now that the family's more important than me being king here. It's great. I always want to be a king here, but this is not really my home. I'd rather be home here. And Lucy also realizes that it was also going to be the last time there as well. So they go back home, and their cousin says, "Am I going to come back to Narnia?" He asked Aslan and said, "Well, if we need you, we'll bring you back." And that's how and they go back home, and then the cousin, who was an annoying little brat, and at one point he gets corrupted by this gold. He gets turned into a dragon at one point in this film, and it's like one calamity after another in this film. That's why I don't think this movie is that good. I mean, the story is, I'm not saying it wasn't totally inconsistent, but it just went through many different ways a little bit here, and that's why it probably didn't do so well. But the movie itself, it's not that bad. It's a nice little ending to the chapter of Narnia, and a nice little end to the little trilogy of films. Now, I don't know if they ever going. I don't think they ever going to make the other two. I'm not too familiar with the other books in the Narnia series. I never read them. So the only one I was familiar with when they started making these live action films was the original film, which was Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I was more familiar with that story because of the animated film, which I previously reviewed. So I was familiar with that story, and then when they made a live action film, I said, wow, they made a live action film of this thing. I'd like to see how they do that. Because it's not easy for a fantasy film, it's not easy to do it as an animated film, especially during the 70s and 80s then, because they didn't have the technology then to make a live action film. Now we do with the CGI, and so it's not easy to make fantasy films. Like they did with the Lord of the Rings movies, the same thing, because they have the technology to do it today. But the third film of the Narnia series, it was good, not great. I mean, at least the three films, we could follow them, we could watch them, enjoy them, like them, and that's how I feel about it. I think obviously the best film was the first movie. The second one was okay. I like the mystery part of it better, about what happened and how long it's been since it was last there, which was 1,300 years. And between Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and the Prince Caspian movie was like 1,500 years. And of course, and there was only like 3 years between the last film and the Prince Caspian film and the last one. But I mean, it was good for what it is. I mean, I liked the movie because it wasn't bad, and it wasn't great, but it was kept me entertained for 2 hours. And that's what movies are supposed to be, right? Keep us entertained. So that's my review of the movie Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Trader. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews on Narnia on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com. That's all WDY, then C.com. The homepage of Rowdy Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. And please check out all of his reviews on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.